After the group registration is completed, the next step in registering your group to attend the Latch Leaders Convention is to register your adult attendees. From your main menu page, you'll see in the green section here some of the next steps and some tips on what to do to get the rest of the group registered. So you can usually refer to that to see what needs to be done next and give you some information on what to do. So in order to register your adult attendees, if you come to the main menu page here and click on Adult Registration, it will take you to another menu to choose what function you want to do. At this point, we're wanting to register our adults, so when you click this Register Adults button, it will give you a list of those that have been registered in the past that can be just simply re-registered by updating their contact information and marking the events and judging assignments that they will have. So if you have someone that's re-registrable and is attending the convention this year, just highlight their name and then click Re-Register Adult, and you'll come back to their page that will show all the information that was entered for them previously. Just verify that the information is correct. One thing for adults, it's extremely important that we have an accurate, valid email address for each adult. That's the way we communicate with them for judging assignments and other things. We never share this information with anyone, so it's only used for our internal purposes to communicate with our adult attendees. So be sure to have a valid email address for each adult. Verify all the information through here, and once that's good, you can start looking at the other tabs that you'll see across the top of the page in our redesigned registration portal here. So if we look at the next tab for leader or coordinator, if this person that you're registering is going to be the primary group leader, mark that. Or if they're the alternate, if they're a hotel primary or alternate, you can mark those. If they're working with puppets as the main contact for the group for the puppets or debate, you can mark those. And then just for our records and information, if they're hold a position in the congregation as an elder, deacon, minister, etc., mark that as well, just so we'll have that information for each person that's registered. On the next tab, you will see the options for these adults to serve as judges. One of the things we depend on for our adults, is that they serve as judges at convention and make sure everything works well on site. So all you have to do is, whatever events they're willing to judge, you just choose from this list which level of their expertise is for that event that they're going to be judging. That helps the coordinator balance out the judges when they make their assignments, and they're not having all new people that have no experience in a room or in an event. So choose the levels for those, mark whatever events that they're judging, and you better move on to the next. Some opportunities for adults for participation are the next few tabs. Year-round bulletin board, if they participate in that, you just simply choose the level, and then if they just want to be recognized for it in the yearbook and then not get the actual award, you can check the decline award box for that. That will allow their name to be included on the list of the annual yearbook, but then they will not be called to the stage for an award. If we have special needs adults, there are areas of participation there from speech, song leading, oral Bible reading, and art says it. So mark those as appropriate for those special needs adults that will be participating from your congregation. Then on the Bible tab, we have Centurion of Scripture, Know the Books, and Read the Word. So just mark those events as needed, and if they do multiple centurions, they can choose from the drop-down list to choose however many they did. If they do 200 verses or 300, you can mark the 2 or 3, whatever is appropriate for that individual at whichever level they did. Another new thing this year is with Read the Word. It's just a participation event this year, whether they read just the old or just the new or the whole Bible. However many times they read it, there's just one recognition award for that beginning this year. For the service awards, Good Samaritan, Teach to Teach, second language, simply choose the level of participation for each of those that they are participating in. And again, with all the participation events for adults, they can choose to decline the awards. The last thing on the list for adults is if they choose to order a t-shirt to make sure their sizes, that they get their sizes they need. You can choose that and add this to the list, and they will be packed for the group and be able to be picked up at convention at the t-shirt booth. This is an additional fee and extra over the registration fee. T-shirts are $12 each, and they'll be added to the registration, and you'll see those listed on the events recap. Once all of this is complete and everything is marked, all you have to do is simply click Save Changes. And here's a good lesson on the system checking for errors. One of the things for our contacts is for primary group leaders, we want to make sure we can communicate with them easily. So we need to make sure that we have 2 phone numbers for each person. So if they have a home phone and cell phone or work phone, whatever else is available, we want to enter those. And obviously I'm just making up numbers for this test, so be sure to have accurate phone numbers for each adult. Then when we hit save, we come back and we see from this main menu that it now says there is one adult registered. So a couple of things you can do with that at this point in editing before registration closes is if you need to make changes, all you have to do is click update adult, choose that person and click update, and it'll go back to their page, and you can make changes to that person's registration up until February, till the registration deadline that is posted on our website. So if you have, for all the other adults you have to register, when you go back to register adults, if there are no others that are in the re-registrable list, all you have to do is click register new adult, and it comes up with a blank page that you can start from scratch and fill in all the person's information there and complete the registration just as you did for the re-registrable adult. If that person, after you register them, has decided they're not going to attend and it's before the registration deadline, all you have to do is click deregister adult, click that person's name, and then click deregister, and it will prompt you to make sure that you're going to actually deregister them from attending the convention. That is all that the details about the adult registration, and we're going to close this tutorial out and move on to the next one, which will be registering your students.